Started in the early 2000s. So actually, let me take a step back. Throughout my life, I'd always been exposed to some form of real estate. Luckily, my father was a successful businessman, and he always had real estate. I didn't really understand necessarily the value of that real estate, but he used to use it as part of a diversification strategy and a wealth building strategy. Um, but as I started to sort of make some money myself, I started to understand some of the benefits that come along with that. So initially, as I said, just for diversification, started to look at real estate. And as 99% of the people who start looking at investing in real estate, the only real estate that comes to mind initially is single family houses, right? Providing a home for a renter or somebody. And so that's where we started to focus. We had a family friend who was based in Florida who was finding these deals and flipping the houses, renting them out. So I was funding that for a little bit. Started to get a sense of what works, what you should look for, which deals make sense, which do not make sense. And then as we started to do that, started to buy some real estate sort of locally in my area. And through that time, we also went through the 2007, through 2010 sort of real estate bubble. Luckily, I'd already started selling stuff prior to that, so we were fine. But I was waiting on the sidelines, knowing that okay, this is gonna dip again, and when the market starts, when I think the market has bottomed out, we'll start buying again. So what happened is in Florida, the property prices just started to skyrocket all of a sudden. And banks were giving us about three times the value that we had initially purchased the properties for. So I'm like, okay, this is not gonna last very long, right? And when the banker's calling you up and chasing you to give you a loan, when you haven't even asked for it, that to me that seems a bit odd. So we started to notice, the market starting to come, the prices coming down a little bit. So we sold again. What we probably made twice our money. We could have made maybe three times, but when it started coming down, we said, okay, let's take a break, knowing that every market has a cycle, and a lot of it is around timing of that cycle. So we said, okay, let's sell some of these properties right now. We'll wait for when the time is right. And around 2010, 2011, when we started to see a lot of REO, what's called real estate owned, which is when the banks foreclose and take the properties back, we started to buy some properties for cash from the bank, because a lot of these properties would not qualify for mortgages. So we were able to make some great offers with cash that a person looking for financing would not have been able to get financing on that property. And banks at that time just wanted to get this off their books. So it was a good time and good way to get some properties that again needed work, but we would buy it, do the work, refinance it. But again, that was all still focused on single family.